Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Chang here and today we're going to do yet another property review. It is Teo by Setia at Klang. So yes, we are in Klang. This is Teo. It's a service residence and hence you have a retail component within it, or rather shop lots, okay? And where are we? So it's hard to tell from where I'm standing, yeah, but this is actually another entrance. So there are two entrances to this development. The other entrance is from the front, from the main road, and the main road is actually Jalan Langat, which is the main artery road connecting between Klang and Bukit Tinggi. Yeah. If you are familiar with the new LRT line, you can see the new LRT line here. This is LRT line 3, which is basically Bandar Utama Klang, and this is towards the tail end of this line. Okay, there are a total of I think 23 or 24 stations for this line, and this is really like the last 3 or 4. Yeah, we're actually very close to Lotus Bukit Tinggi, Lotus Klang. If you look at there, it's only about if I have to guesstimate 500 600 meters to Lotus Klang. It's only 200 meters actually towards this LRT station. Yeah, and there's a covered walkway. You look all the way from outside towards the side here, you can see this covered walkway to within the development. Okay, so going back to this Teo by Setia, there are actually 3 blocks, I'm not sure if you can see, for a total of 788 units. The smallest is 650 plus minus square feet. That's a 1+1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it goes all the way to 1,300 3+1 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Yeah, so big choices, big variation, caters to all type of family, literally, you know, from a very small nuclear family, you know, for a couple or single, to with sizable families, right, 3+1 bedrooms. Anyway, yes, without further ado, let's head in, let's go. Stepping into the development. So we've just gotten through the guard post behind us, and there are actually 2 entrances for this development. This is the first one. There's another one that comes from the main road. Parking is very, very nice. I like the ramp. Look at the size of the ramp going up. Yeah, very generous. And this is in a way speed ramp. I'm not sure if you can see, but basically, okay, let me try to zoom in a bit. You basically go up 1 level, right? Level 1, and then up level 2, and then further up you go to level 3. Yeah, so you do not need to turn, oops, sorry. So you do not need to turn multiple times. Yeah, okay, instead we go to level 3. Something which I really appreciate. Turning up multiple times, it's not fun. So 3 different blocks, hence 3 different lobbies. So coming down is that ramp here. So you got different up and down ramps. This is for block B, which is a pinkish or purplish, purple pinkish color. While C, which is the block that we're going to visit, is an orange one. So very, very big, very, very wide. The roads, even the car park itself is generous and bright, if you notice. Yeah. Okay, let's head to this block, block C. Entering into the lobby. So this is the lobby for block C. Some sitting here. Mailbox. Quite a big mailroom, which I like. So you can put additional racks here, or even a third party, okay, no, more of an additional rack, yeah, for online shopping items. Yeah. Block C. Four lifts, so each block has 4 lifts, including the lift bomba. Let's head up. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Yeah. Put up the poster. Before we continue on with our property review, a big shout out to the Nubia team for providing us with this absolutely awesome Nubia Z60 Ultra. Now this is their flagship phone and it features a stunning AMOLED display for vibrant colours. More importantly, what truly matters to me as a property YouTuber is that the Nubia Z60 Ultra also stands out with an impressive camera setup, capturing stunning photos and videos with its advanced imaging technology. For this property review, I'm using the 18mm lens for a wide-angle view, recording at 4K resolution with a 60fps setting for a buttery-smooth video. With fast charging support and a long-lasting battery of 6000 mAh, it ensures that I can stay connected all day long. At the heart of the Nubia Z60 Ultra is Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor. Whether you are a tech enthusiast, a photography buff, or a professional on the go, the Nubia Z60 Ultra offers a premium smartphone experience that exceeds expectations. Now, let's return back to our property review. Let's go! Stepping off the lift, we are between level 20 to 30, and this is Block C. So one very good thing about Block C, right, is that it is the least dense unit. It's the least dense block, sorry. You only have a total of 8 units on this floor. 4 lifts. You got 4 lifts, including 1 lift bomba, and only 8 units. Unlike Block A, it can go up to 12 units per floor. Yeah, and it's much taller. So this, if you count, probably less than 200 units. Yeah, compared to Block A, which is close to double actually. Yeah. So this is well. All the way to the top. Top is not covered for this area, so you get rain also coming in here. But it's pros and cons, I would say. Of course, if it's not covered, when it rains also you get a fair bit of wind, right? Wind can really blow through. And you got this safety hook here, which I like for technicians to secure themselves, right? When they want to install the aircons. Okay, this is the unit that we're going to review today. This is a Type E, 1248 square feet, 3 plus 1 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and 4 car parks. Yeah, 4, ultra generous. Actually, all the units here have a lot of car parks. I mean, for the size. Even the smallest unit, 600 plus plus, which is a 1 plus 1, has 2 car parks. So you can imagine, at the entrance, this is a big door. This is 8 feet. Yeah. Instead of a normal 7 feet, sometimes that you get. And you got some space for your shoe cabinet. Yeah. Pretty much expected. No surprises. Because again, this is 1248. Yeah. So it's quite sizable. But I really like the layout for this unit. So this layout unit is my favorite type of layout where you have your living room and your dining right in the center, because I always feel that this is a communal area, right, for the family together, and you have your rooms to your left and right. So this is the way, in my personal opinion, the best type of layout that's right in the middle here. Okay, the DB is here, it's flushed. Nice, yeah. So your door you can open full, it will not hit this. This is by Hager, and it's a single face. Yeah. Probably this is like the bare, with the max that you can push it to for a single face. Yeah. 2 poles is single face. If it's 3 poles, it's 3 face. And towards my right here, is your +1 room. So the +1 room is really a +1. You do not have any windows. Unfortunately, you have a PowerPoint there. And it's enough to fit a single size bed. To me, this is very key, right? The definition of how it can be a +1. You need to at least fit a single bed. This one is 7 feet, just nice, and then 3 feet here to fit in. It will not hit your door. Anything smaller than that, I don't think so. It qualifies to be a +1. Yeah. And because this is a commercial title, so you have sprinklers. Yeah. So this is the living, and no, the living is there actually since our TV point is here. This part here would be your dining, dining area. So nice. Yes, a nice balcony. Look at that. Looking out. Very long balcony too. Yeah. And this part of the wall here are solid brick. And this is where you're supposed to put your aircon units. Yeah. So it's easier to have your aircon units here. This part metal for ventilation, while this part here tempered glass. Nice view. That is Ayan Bukit Tinggi. So not too far from Ayan Bukit Tinggi actually. Approximately only a kilometer plus. And this is the new line, the LRT 3 line, which is scheduled to open in March 2025. Yeah, based on the latest update by YB Anthony Look. See so much greenery at a distance, undeveloped, very calm, peaceful Saturday morning. Not enough to squeeze in a table. Okay, maybe just nice lah, you know. 3 feet, left, right, you have a chair. Yeah. The kitchen. So for open kitchen, it can be your dry and your wet, 2-in-1. Or like many renovations, you can actually just knock this off, knock this whole wall off. You can really extend it. Outside's your yard for your washing machine. Water inlet, water outlet. And you have another aircon latch here. This should be for your master bedroom, because your master bedroom is just behind this wall here. Okay, this is the master bedroom. We checked that out the last. Let's head towards these 2 rooms. So this is the smallest room, and even the smallest room is decent. Again, this is quite sizable, 1248. So you can fit in a king size bed. Yeah, possible. 6 feet. Yeah, you shift it slowly more here, so you got 1 feet there. You will still have some space to walk here. Yeah. And this side here is where you can have maybe an L shape, cabinet against the wall. Or if you want to demarcate the sleeping from, let's say, a wardrobe, you can do L side, this side here. L side, this side, and then maybe even a table side here. Where you face inside, you do work, you know. You have fan hooks for all your rooms. Except your plus one, you don't have a fan hook there. And this has a decent view. So that's your facility floor. So you've got this box up here, and all this box up, right, is for your sprinkler. Yeah. Your sprinklers here. That's why you notice there, the kitchen there, and even this area, the entrance here, you have a box up to accommodate for your sprinklers. Bathroom. This is by Migran. 8 feet tiles. Wow, nice. Small touches, but I like this. The design of this. Yeah, the sink covers up. Usually bottom is bare, right? You can see your U trap or your S trap, but this has a nice design to it. This is by GBH, I think. Yeah, GBH. All these accessories also is GBH. So GBH is actually a local brand, Guo Ban Huat, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a very, very old brand, and it's a public listed company. More than 100 years old, started in Kepong or Segambut, if I'm not mistaken. Started off doing ceramic stuff. A water heater provided by the developer. Middle room. So this middle room has its own ensuite. That one is the common one to be shared, so that small room doesn't have its own bathroom. Pretty much the same. Yeah. Also the nice sink that you get here. Also looks up. This is okay windows. Could be better. I mean, imagine they give one whole big piece, right? Yeah. Phew, that'd be really nice. By the way, to have window panels like this, or even glass panels, fixed glass panels, is actually more expensive than brick. So brick, in a way, is a cheaper method, to always do a wall. So those who do like full glass panels, full windows, that is always more expensive, and hence developers usually don't offer that because it's more expensive. Yeah. Again, this is a very big unit. The wardrobe can easily be this side here, and then you have your bed towards this side. If you don't know pantang, you can face out your bed pointing towards the windows, or this side. I don't know, lots of options. This room is really quite sizable. Yeah. And this is not even a master bedroom yet. Look at that. Okay, let's not waste time. Let's head towards the master. So this is what I like, right? I was talking about it being a central communal area. You call out your family members, everyone comes from their respective rooms, there's no congestion in a way. The typical single walkway leading to all your rooms. This one, the master bedroom is here, and then the two other rooms, on those two sides there. Ideal layout for me, for this type of 1,000+ square feet apartment. Space behind your door. If you don't mind, and if you really want to utilize, the common one is of course the wardrobe. Should be enough. in my opinion. And then this side here, you have your bed. Again, not the best, but still okay to have this split window compared to a big one. When you have properties in this part of Klang Valley, right, Greater Klang Valley, in a way, so you have a lot of space, and hence land is cheap. They can give you things like more car parks, slightly bigger layout. But when you talk about material costs to do a window, to do a fixed panel, it doesn't differ much actually if you are in PJ or you are in this part, let's say Klang Bukit Tinggi, right? Because the manufacturers, probably to them is no difference, right? The delivery cost, and probably their factory is also not in this part of PJ or what, probably it's much further out. Hence, to deliver these two locations is the same, the cost is the same. Yeah, that's why you get items usually it's not so much they give you. But space-wise, land-wise, they can give you more things, like this developer giving you 2 car parks, even for the smallest unit, and 4 car parks for this layout. And these 4 car parks are not tandem, they are side by side, all 4 of them, one row. So very, very generous. This master bathroom, slightly different tiles, the shade. This is like the kitchen. I actually prefer the other one for the other bathroom actually. This is whitish, not as nice in my opinion. Okay, so yes, that's about it. That is the review for this particular unit, Type E, 1,248 square feet. If you're interested in this unit, do reach out to Feeling. She is a local Klang person, so very, very experienced, been inside the industry for quite many years, and she lives very, very nearby. She lives less than 5 minutes from here. So yes, can easily help you, assist you. For any buy, sale inquiries, do reach out to Feeling. Her contact is below in the description and also in the comments. Now that we've finished reviewing this unit, let's head down and check out the facilities floor. Let's go! Okay, before we head down, just wanted to cover this refuse room. So there are 2 emergency exits here, one here and one at the other side, close to the unit. And this is actually the leading towards the refuse room. So the lift bomba is double-sided. This is the other side of it. And the refuse room. So the refuse room is also a very normal refuse room, but it has 2 doors. So I've always like to highlight this, having double door, or triple door in this instance. Normal refuse, you have your bins here, and having a triple door, 1, 2, and 3, would prevent the odor from going out, into the common walkway or into the units. Yeah. So yes, that's it. Now let's head down to the facilities floor. Let's go. Stepping out the lift, we are on the 8th floor. So the single facilities floor don't have any sky garden or any intermediary break. No, wait, actually you have. There is an intermediate break, but only for block A, from what I understand correctly. So not for block C. And yes, we have this big grill. Yeah, not the nicest. I don't know why they have this. Because if you ask me, right, in terms of security, this does not help. As in, you'll be just as secured if you had a normal glass door, right? You think about it. So, yeah, how would that be better? Cheaper? Maybe. Okay, gymnasium. So the gym is rather sizable. Very, very big. Yeah. But not the most fully equipped of gyms, I have to admit. If anything, I feel it's a little bit bare. So got a couple of treadmills. You have your weights over there, you have a cage over there, you have a cabinet, some cabinets. You don't have a locker though. Yeah. Decently conducive. Okay, let's head out. Continuing on. So here you have a accessibility ramp up to the next floor because it's actually tiered, the facilities. Yeah, it's not on the same floor. Level 8, you have your gym, and then the other part there is a floor above. And then you got a floor beneath also. This part here, I'm not going to go now. I'll show you later towards the end. This is where you have very, very nice tiered landscaping. Yeah. And if you go low enough, I think it should be level 7. It's not completed yet. Oh, by the way, this is the LRT track. So that's how close we are to the LRT track. Yeah. Oops. Take my stabilizer. So that's the station. Yeah, and that's about 200 meters away. I forgot what's the name. Yeah, I can't recall what's the name. But yes, that's the LRT station, which is very close. So 30 also stands for 3 T's. Transit, transform, and transit, and okay, I can't recall the other T. But just transit, you got a very good transit point here. This again, LRT 3 is the first LRT for Klang. Yeah, you don't have any other MRT, LRT. No, this is the first one that enters Klang. And here, so on top above is the tiered part that I was saying. You got more facilities there. We check out this level first. On level 8, so a very, very big, ridiculously big kids swimming pool. Very, very big. Look at that. Yeah. And this, of course, is very shallow. If I were to see, this is only about 1.5 feet. And this part here is a very nice transition, sort of like a beach like that. Yeah. Right? You can see. Slowly, slowly go up is the gradient. To slowly walk down towards these kids. And then there, in the middle there, is a jacuzzi. Yeah. And some art mural, beachside mural, or rather, sorry, ocean life mural at the beachside, at that gradient there. So now we are heading up towards the next floor, and there I was saying that is your zigzag accessibility ramp if you have a wheelchair, or let's say you have a stroller. Comes up from there. So the only thing not so nice about this kids swimming pool, right, is at a different level compared to your main swimming pool, right? So if adults want to go here, you can't, right? You can't leave your kids alone. So you have to be there. Shower area, you have 2 there and 1 here before you take a dip in the pool. Very, very quiet. Against very, very new, just repeat not too long ago. Yeah. And you got a sunken deck in the middle there. Nice. This is the multi-purpose hall. So the multi-purpose hall is very nice, very big. Yeah. Not double volume, almost there. It's quite high up, sort of like a mezzanine floor that you have. I'm not sure if you can enter. We'll try our luck. No, it's not open, it's locked. Pretty much expected. You also need to make bookings for this type of area. And this is the games room. So games room is very simple. For now, it's just a table tennis table. Yeah. Nothing else. Hopefully they furnish it as time goes by. Management office is miserable, to be honest. What is this? Come on, have a proper glass door where people can see through, you know, double door, double lift door. This is just bad. Minor, but yeah, it's a bit disappointing. Shouldn't affect residents though. If anything, it affects the people working in the management office. Surround. Always wanted to check out this surround. Male surround. So you have some windows. The tempat wuduk is there. It's okay. Yeah. And just we'll head to the other side. So this is block A, and for block A it's more dense. This is the highest block, but if you notice, right, towards the up also is where you have bigger units, and hence it's slightly different. Yeah, can you see this spot here? Yeah. So up you have the bigger units, and it's only 9 units per floor, while the lower units you have more of your 650 plus minus square feet units, and hence the density is 12 units per floor for that block. Only A has this variance, you know, between the floor layouts. B and C it's constant. It's the same units for each and every floor. This is an outdoor pavilion with a mesh design. Your lounge chairs at the side there. These lounge chairs you should have more of it at the kids' wading pool. Changing room and sauna. Check out for the meal. Okay. I like the way how it's sort of very open. You know, your stalls this side, and then at the end there, wow, that's interesting to check out. Okay, this is the sauna. How do I switch on the light? Oh, it's here. Light, okay. This looks different. Yeah. Why is there a black? What's behind this? Oh, some sort of cover. Weird. Okay. So, but it's quite sizable, nevertheless, medium size. Yeah, this is quite generous. Medium size. Wow. So the toilet on the other end, you have this open area here, which there's absolutely nothing. It's a bit of a waste. So looks like a very exclusive area in a way for the guys. I believe there's something similar for the ladies. I would think it'd be nice if you have outdoor plants and you have outdoor shower points, right? Like to take a proper shower. Yeah, you know, why not, right? Just the wall there. Then you really, or even have some tables, chairs, you know, to change outdoor deck, you know, where you can put your things. Then it will really change the mood. Don't depend on the developer to do this. These type are ideas that can be executed by the owners, right? You form your JMB, JMC, you can execute all this. Don't need to wait for the developers. The space is already there. That's the key point that I always mention. You need the space first and foremost. There's nothing here. Okay, there is a laundry room, but it's just an empty room. Yeah, laundry room. Probably need to get an operator. Coin operator. But there's no water. Very funny, this type of place, right? You all have a lot of water outlets on the floor, but you do not have any water inlets on the wall. Like, how are people going to operate and do a business without any water inlets? Always puzzles me when I see this type of stuff. Why do they need to do? It's just bad design in general. Kids playground. Okay, kids playground is on the lower floor. Is there anything here? No, nothing here. So we'll take down and we'll go down towards the kids playground. So this kids playground is above average based on my experience. It has a lot of structures to it. Yes, this is the kids' playground. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, this is interesting. Kawasan ini adalah di bawah kawalan undang-undang kecil, blah blah blah. So does that mean this is maintained by the local council, Majlis Perbandaran Klang? Interesting. Since this is inside a private development, right? Any owners can enlighten me? But yes, very, very nice structures. You climb up, you cross over to the other side, you take a slide down. Yeah. And you got a mini, you got more stuff here. Simple ones. Got some swings. I pad this. Yeah. Good. Small things. But yeah. BBQ area. Oh, I like this BBQ area. Also very nice because you got all these trees. Gives you that vibe. You got some chairs and tables already. As a matter of fact, it's quite okay. You can see 20 packs. It's not enough. Then you should probably need to. Oh, High Gold Lake Curl. I've seen this before. This brand before. Yeah. High Gold Lake Curl. Can you see? Go to their website. And BBQ pits. So you got 2 BBQ pits here. As a matter of fact, it's quite big. Even the sink and so on. Yeah, it looks quite solid. Not the best of maintenance, but it's actually quite big. Yeah, it's multi-tiered for your charcoal, 2 levels. So you put your charcoal here, it drops down, and then you just take out this and you throw it away. Yeah. So it looks good, decent. And yes, viewing deck. So this part here, you can see this tiered outdoor, I don't know, outdoor deck, you know. And this is your commercial. So your commercial is still under construction. Yeah. There is a connecting bridge, I would say likely on level 7, and you will access this through the car park. So lots of landscaping. Yeah, perfect for evening walk, I would say. Yeah. Multi-level, tiered down. Okay, so if you look back, right, that is the main road again. This is actually Jalan Langat, it's a main artery road. All the way down, you head towards Kesas. That's about 2 kilometers. And this side here, this direction, you will head towards Federal Highway. Yeah. And you have 2 entrances actually for this development. One is from this main road here, Jalan Langat. You can turn in here. So visitors have to come here, use this one. While there's another one which you can access via the back lane. That is via Lotus, yeah, the internal road there. That is only for residents. Okay. So yes, that sums up the review of this particular development here at Trio Setia at Klang. If you're interested to buy, rent or sell your unit, do reach out to Feeling. Again, she's a very experienced agent and she lives ultra close to this development, 5 minutes away. So she can easily assist you in all your property requirement needs for Trio, okay? Let me know what you think about this property. To me, this property very, very unique. And again, for this particular property, it has so many variants of the sizes. Yeah, it caters to basically almost any family type of size. All the way from a 1+1, you got 2+1, you got 3+1, you know, very, very huge range. And again, the key selling point I feel is that it has connectivity, yeah, transit, because there's no other developments, or rather there is no other LRT lines or MRT lines in Klang Valley. The LRT 3 will be the first ever train line for Klang. Okay, and yes, okay, that's about it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Help me grow my channel. And if you like this video, please help me do smash the like button. That will really help in promoting this video to a lot of other people, you know, like-minded people who like properties. Okay, thank you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Additional footage. I just can't help but to record this part also. So that's your commercial area. I'm not sure which part is this. Level 7 could be. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if there's an access here, but there is certainly an access. If it's not this floor, it will be the floor beneath. Probably the floor beneath. So this part is actually the roof where it's covered, and hence you can cross over probably to level 6 of the car park. Yeah, and yes, this part is a very nice tiered type of I don't know, outdoor garden. Yeah, very nice. And it's not just plants, right? You got some very nice water features, and also, yeah, basically very, very peaceful and calm. It's a bit empty. I think they could do with some chairs. Look at all this. This is very, very nice. Look at all this. Okay, yes, that's about it. Thank you, and see you in my next video. Bye.